everyone, welcome to our very first lesson in Algebra 2, and today we're going to be talking about expressions and formulas. And this is a very, very important topic. In order to do well in Algebra 2, you've got to know this. This is literally the basis of Algebra 2. And Algebra 2 is sequentially the basis of any high school math, so calculus, stats, and college math, etc., etc. So, this is an extremely important lesson, to say the least, so I'm glad you guys can join us. And basically, in this video, I'm going to talk to you guys about how to use substitution and how to use that in expressions and formulas. So, let's begin. In all of these examples, we're going to be told to evaluate, and that just means to solve for a number. So our first example, say we have x squared minus 3 times y plus 1. We're going to start out with a pretty simple example, and then we're going to go into harder ones. We're going to have 3 in total. So not only are we given this, we're also given if x equals 2 and y equals 3. So that's what we're also given. So now we're going to use this thing called substitution. And basically what that means is whenever you see an x, you can associate that letter with a 2. In this specific example. So really when I look at this, I see a 2. And also right here we have a y, and whenever we look at a y, we should be able to associate that with a 3. So right here, that's basically a 3. So now we're going to rewrite this equation with only numbers, so no more letters. So right here we have an x, so that's really a 2 squared. Alright, and now we're going to go minus 3, and there's a y right there, so that's actually a 3, so 3. And then we're going to finish off plus 1. So now we've substituted all the numbers in, and we can actually solve. So we're going to evaluate, solve for a number. So 2 squared is 4 minus 3, and we're going to go in the parentheses first. So 3 plus 1 is 4. So 4 minus 3 times 4, 12. So 4 minus 12 is negative 8. So that's basically it. It's pretty simple once you get the hang of it. And so yeah, it's honestly, I think it's quite a fun topic anyway. So let's go on to the next problem. So now we're going to get a little bit harder. So let's say example number 2. All right, let's say x squared minus 2x plus 1 over y plus 3. And we're told if x equals 1 and y equals 4. Let's say 4. Actually, let's do negative 4. Alright, so x equals 1 and y equals negative 4. So let's plug all these things in, right? Use our substitution skills. So here we have x equals 1, so 1 squared minus 2 times 1 plus 1. And then we have y equals negative 4, so we can plug that in over negative 4 plus 3. Plus 3. Alright, and now let's solve for our number. So 1 squared is 1. 1 minus 2 times 1, 2, plus 1 over negative 4 plus 3 is negative 1. So now let's continue on, and this just turns into negative 1 minus 2, which is negative 1, plus 1 is 0. 0 over negative 1, which turns into 0. So that's what we get. Now we're going to go on to one final problem, example 3. And this one's going to be the toughest one that I'll give you guys for now, because I'm just going to assume that you're still beginners. So I'm going to still keep it a little bit easier. This is probably about the level that you might see on your tests. So let's start with let's have the square root of b plus 3 plus, let's do a square root of a squared over b minus c. Okay, so now let's see what we're given. We're given if b equals 6, if a equals 3, and if c equals 4. Alright, so let's do some substitution, right? B is 6, A is 3, and C is 4. So let's rewrite this. So square root of B plus 3, so 6 plus 3, plus the square root of A, squared, so that's 3, and over 6 minus 4. All right, so now let's just simplify this as much as possible. So 6 plus 3 is 9, the square root of 9 is 3, plus 3, because when you take this, or when you square a number that is also being square rooted, you get the same number, which is 3, over 2. So we get 6 over 2, which is 3. So that's our final answer. How'd you guys do? Are you getting this? I hope you are. So that's basically it, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and that's just going to be the very first lesson in Algebra 2. Remember, it's expressions, formulas, and substitution. I taught you guys substitution here, and I also taught you guys some expressions and some formulas. So I'm going to leave you guys with one pro tip, and this is extremely important. If you're not understanding this or you're having trouble, I seriously recommend that you do as many practice problems as possible. Practice, practice, practice. In math, practice does make perfect, I promise. Or look up other YouTube videos on how to do better in this, I guess. Really, honestly, just practice. It's very, very important. So yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next Algebra 2 lesson. Bye, everyone.